My name's Juliet Grayson, and this is one of my musings or thoughts for the day, and this is the quiet truth of who I am. For much of my life, I thought I was an extrovert. I was sociable, animated in groups, often the one that keeps the conversation alive. I'd learnt how to read a room, how to bring energy, how to be what others seem to need. It didn't occur to me that this was more of a performance than a preference. But something was quietly eroding. After a day full of people, I'd come home feeling tired, thin-skinned, brittle. I needed silence like oxygen, and slowly I began to notice the moments that truly nourished me weren't the ones with other people filled with chatter and company, but they were the ones where I was alone, walking slowly through the woods, sitting in stillness, writing, listening inward, even catching up with admin. It unsettled me at first. Was I withdrawing and becoming antisocial? But as I let myself experiment with saying no and with protecting time for solitude, I discovered a deep well of restoration. Not loneliness, but aloneness, spacious, grounding, rich. I still really enjoy connection at times, and sometimes the extroversion feels delicious and alive and vibrant and shared. But now I can recognize it as a part of me and not the whole. A client once said, "I thought I needed more connection, but what I needed was less noise." It stayed with me because our culture prizes the extrovert, the busy calendar, the sociable self, the visible one. I'd learnt to push through fatigue, overriding intuition and misreading my own wiring. The truth is, I am an introvert who spent years pretending otherwise. And now I recognize solitude not as a retreat from life, it's a return to it. I've learnt to trust the recharge that happens in the quietness, whether that's just me on my own or me and my partner, William, my husband. I trust the clarity that comes when I'm not filtering myself through others. So today, if you feel tired but can't name why, ask yourself, is my presence being requested or required? And what would it mean to offer that presence to myself first? There is strength in quiet. There is truth in choosing what fills you. And for introverts, that choice begins with being alone. There are more of these, www.therapyandcounselling.co.uk, and there are CPD workshops and lots of things going on, support groups for therapists, look for networking groups on the website. Keep in touch, share these with others. Thank you for listening. Bye.